I don't know who you are, how you got here, but I am so glad you came. I'm Mindy Stern from Successful Self-Employed Superwomen, and I am here to talk to you about creating money in your life and creating money in your business. Today we are in the series of the book, actually the book series, Creating Money by Sanaya Roman and Duane Packer. We are on lesson number 6. So we're talking about allowing success in your life. This is part of the Creating Money series. I am so glad you came here. In the series, we talk about the step-by-step guide to the art of attracting what you want, wealth, material, anything you want into your life. You're going to discover what you want and how to draw it to you. However, it requires action. Whatever you want to bring into your life requires action. So we're going to talk about the steps you need to take, how you're going to implement, how you are going to take side-by-side steps in order to get whatever it is that you want in your life, whatever it is that you call success, to bring it into your life here and now. Okay, that's what we're going to talk. That's what we've been talking about in this series called Creating Money. It's about a 12 lesson series. We are halfway through. We're on lesson number 6. It is built in a way, this series is built in a way that it is best, of course, if you listen to all of the trainings one after the other in the order that they are represented. However, you can absolutely just pick and choose, see what talks to you, pick a lesson, look at it, and you will absolutely get a lot of value during that lesson itself. But if you just choose any lesson, let's say you choose this lesson and you listen to it and it says something to you, and it makes you really be curious in how you can manifest success and wealth and material things into your life, success in your business, then I highly recommend that you start from the beginning and you listen to the first lesson and then the second, third, fourth, and until you catch up or until you finish. Okay? Today we are going to talk about allowing success in your life. A very important thing. It sounds very trivial, but not many people really do it, really are focused on success in their life. So what I'd like to do to start off this section is actually an exercise. I'd like you to take a minute or two. If you're here live, it might be a little bit less. We'll do 1 minute. But if you're listening to the recorded version of this training, take 3 minutes. Pause the video and take 3 minutes to share with us the details of a success story, of your own personal success story. What I'd like to do when you share, please share your name, what is it that you do, and as much details as you'd like to share with us about your success story, about what happened to you. It could be a one incident, it could be your life incident, it could be something small, something big, whatever it turns to you that you actually define it as a success. And before we even start, I'd really like you to write that down. You can write it down in the comments below or in the chat. It's all good. So take 1 minute to do that now. Okay, thank you so much. So we want to talk about allowing success into your life and creating success in your life and in your business. I'd like you to understand that creating this success that you so much want, that I think everybody wants to succeed in their life. The success that we want really depends on a lot on our decision-making processes and how we want to manifest things. So I'd love to talk about first is actually learning to make choices and decisions, okay? I think the key to making a good choice or making a good decision is actually seeing that choice or that decision, that it holds a lot of light for you, joy, happiness, that is actually what you want to do, or the decision that you're going to make actually reflects and reverberates on your highest energy, on your highest path. You know, a lot of times people make decisions because they're rushed, or it seems like it's the right thing to do, or there's no time, or maybe they're a little skeptical, but however, they make the decision anyway. But what I want to say here is No, take the time when you make decisions and make decisions and choices in your life that really resonate with the best person you can possibly be. Resonate with your light. Okay, resonate with your highest path. Those are the decisions that are the most important for you. Those are the decisions that will guarantee you success in whatever endeavor it might be. You might say that, okay, when I'm making one of these decisions, it's if I choose the path of the most light, the most joy that I feel, the something that resonates with me, it could be that I could only see success or really a long time from now, or maybe I won't even see success at all. What I'd like to say to you is, if you make choices and you make decisions based on your highest light, the highest path you want to take, it might seem as if it will take a long time to achieve your goals, but actually what it does is it brings your goals closer to you. It allows things to come in line in the universe. I'm going to say the universe to align in order to support you, support yourself, support your highest and most dynamic goals. What happens is it might not seem that it will bring in money to you, but in the long run, choosing for your best interest, for your highest joy, for your highest light will actually be the most profitable direction that you can take. Okay? Okay, and these decisions that you make, one by one, every decision, if you qualify it according to, does it support you? Does it represent your highest light? Does it sit well with you, with your own integrity? That is how you're going to create a lot of success in your life. And it actually, when it comes down to it, will make your decision-making process a whole lot easier. A lot of skepticism or uncertainty in decisions is really based on the fact that we're not sure they're the right ones for us. It doesn't sit well with us. And then they actually turn out to prove themselves that they weren't the right decision, the ones that didn't sit well with us. So you really need to learn to make different choices than the choices you've been making up until today. What you have today and the results that you've achieved today are actually a reflection, are based on the decisions that you made throughout your lifetime. I think that's an obvious thing. So if you're not satisfied with the results that you have today and you want better results, you want different results, you want better results, then the easiest and best way in order to create those new results is actually to change your decision-making processes. Instead of being passive in your decision-making process, saying, oh, like, what's passive? It can be that an opportunity suddenly arises and you're pressured into it. So, okay, it's here, it's easy, let's do it. Okay, that's passive. Some of your decisions might be based on past programming. You know, that's what your parents think are the best things for you, and that's what you saw as when you were growing up in your family, or that's what your spouse thinks, or that's what the community thinks is right and wrong, or you know, those past programmings of your environmental programming really affect how you make decisions. It could be that you decide to do something that you really don't feel comfortable about it, but everyone's doing it. You know, and it's accepted as the norm. And that would be decisions based on past programming. So things like step away back. And the other decisions that people make that are, I think, energetically, probably the worst decisions that we can make are the ones that are decisions based on the things we should do. Okay, who defines what we should do? Again, that's coming in from, that's an outer voice saying what you should do. That's your environment, that's your parents, that's your spouse, that's your friends. You know, these are people deciding for you what you should do. And you shouldn't do anything that anyone wants you to do. What should happen, your decision should be based on a good feeling that you have about what the outcome is going to be, what you want to bring into your life, how you want to live your life. You shouldn't do it. You choose to do things. And it should be a real choice that you make, not should be done because someone else said it should be, or should be done because that's what they're doing. Who are they? You know, you are a grown-up person with good values and good experience, and what you should be making decisions on should be things that relate to you, things that talk to you, things that reflect your vibe, things that reflect your integrity and not someone else's. You shouldn't have to do anything. You choose to do things. So what I'm going to suggest you do now in order to really allow success, create money and allow success in your life and in your business is to begin now to make more conscious and aware choices. Don't just go with the flow and don't just do what you should do or do the right thing type of thing. Try to think before you make any decisions and think what really is going to resonate with you and resonate with you on a level of joy, of happiness, of integrity, of your higher path in life, okay? So when you're making decisions, again, I want you to ask yourself, what is my choice? What choices do I have, and what is the choice that reflects my highest light, my highest path? Now the choices could be really subtle. You could have there might not be two different things to do, or the difference between option 1 and option 2 are very, very subtle. So when you think about it, choices, any kind of choice, really try to look at each one of the options and see which options resonate with you on the highest level. And you do not have to make any decision immediately. None. Zero. And there'll be a lot of people who will pressure you to make your decisions immediately. And a matter of fact, in the business world and in marketing in general, that is the job of good marketers, the good salespeople. It is their job to try to push for you to make a decision immediately. But you do not have to. You can always take a step back, stop, pause, and ask yourself, what is the best decision for me? What reflects my highest light, the best me that I could be? What gives me the most joy? And you can say, I'll give you a list of questions that you can ask, okay? You can ask yourself, which decision holds the most joy for me? Simple question. Or, which seems to call to my heart as something I would love to do? Or you can ask, which choice makes the most sense? Or is it practical for me to do it right now? Another question is, which choice makes the greatest contribution to humanity? Okay, and again, I'm talking about when you have two choices that are really, really close together, that the subtle difference, and then you don't know which one is the right choice or which one is not. It both can be good. Another question you can ask is, which choice allows you to express the higher quality that is important to you? Okay, we're always trying to look when you make decisions is first the reflection. You know, think about any kind of decision you make, because your decisions are actually the thing that affects your future the most. Okay, so take a step back and think about what feels right for you. And it could be that there's a lot of pressure and everyone's doing it and you feel that it's not right. Then the decision should be to step away from the opportunity, and that's okay. And be happy with yourself that you've done that, because you don't want to make any mistakes, and you really want to do. That's part of what we call abundance in general. This is in parentheses, okay? Abundance is the sensation of being satisfied, okay? A general sensation of being satisfied, a sense of well-being, of satisfaction, of everything is right in your world. So if you want to create that kind of environment where everything is right in your world and you are satisfied, then just think about it logically. If you make a decision that makes you feel kvetch in your stomach, that it's really not right for you, then you're really not aligned with abundance at all. It's blocking your success instead of giving your success. It could be that there's a decision that you need to make and you come to the conclusion that it's not the right thing for you and you step back and don't make the decision. You should be really happy for yourself because you're leaving yourself open to better choices that do resonate with you. And you're staying within the framework of abundance, of satisfaction, of living in what we call your integrity. Okay, integrity is a really, really important thing. Your integrity guides you to create things that are in harmony with the deepest part of your being. I think that integrity is probably one of the most important things that you can have and you can honor, because it is a reflection of your inner self. And again, when you are in your integrity, the reflection you give, the view that other people see of you is totally different. It's a person, you become a person that people can rely on, that people can trust, that people can associate with, that people can value, want to be like. A person who has integrity with themselves is in its total and highest strength. So again, a decision doesn't feel right for you. Instead of being out of integrity with yourself, be in integrity with yourself and say no. People will respect you more for being in integrity to yourself. You need to really feel good inside. Feel good about everything that you do. And you should act only upon your values. Is this a good thing? Here, this is your choice to make a judgment call. You know, if you respect and honor your values, you honor your integrity, people will honor you and people will honor your values in return, because the world is reciprocatory. Right? It's a reflection. People act towards you as a reflection of how you act to yourself. Okay? And it leads you, if you are integrity, it'll lead you to be honest with all those people who are in your environment. And when you are honest, you create, you attract honesty. When you live according to your values, you create better values. When everything you do, you feel good about it, you create and you generate more of that good feeling. So you start to put into your life better feelings, more value, and honesty. So it's whatever you define yourself as is what you will attract back into your life. And when you live in integrity and you make choices based on your highest and greatest good, then you will be able to attract money. You'll be able to attract wealth. You'll be able to attract clients. You'll be able to attract, you're living abundance, so you'll be able to attract abundance to you. And the money that you create from your integrity is money of light. And that will bring only good things to you and good things to those people around you. You know, the world is a cycle and it works in a flow of give and take. What you put out there, what you reflect out there is what you bring back inside. So when you're always making decisions from your highest and greatest good, from your highest path, then think about the waves that are going out into the universe and what you can attract with that. Okay? So again, make decisions based on the highest path, your highest and greatest good, on your values. Stay in integrity with yourself, and those decisions will be the best decisions you ever make. And if there is a choice, you always have a choice. But when you choose to not do something because it doesn't sit well with you, you're living in your integrity, and that is a success. You have become in that successful, and you are become a light to other people. Okay, and again, if you become successful, whatever you are actually resonates out into the world and attracts back to you the same value, the same desire. So if you're successful if you see yourself as successful, then you'll bring success into your life. So I want you to do is now is go a step further. We've talked about our decision-making processes that will bring success into our life, and I want to start talking to you about success itself. I want you to think about, we did an exercise at the beginning of the lesson to write down a success story, something that happened to you that you were successful in, which is great. So I want you to take time now to really recognize how successful you've already been in all of your endeavors until now. Again, people, when having a choice to look at their successes or failures, tend to focus on their failures. And whatever you focus on expands, and that's what you'll bring more into your life. So I want you to start looking at the things that you have already been successful in doing. Okay? Even now, if you've been watching this course from the first lesson, and we talked a lot about manifestation and bringing things to your life and attracting things and being in integrity, see the little things that you've done until now that were successful. Okay? Look in your past and see how you have been able to, in your past, create the things that you want. How you've been able already in the past to honor your integrity. And how you've been able in the past to make good choices. Okay? There are probably a lot of examples. A lot of examples. At the beginning of this lesson, you wrote down one. But I'm sure there are a lot of things. So what you should be doing now, what you... I said should be doing, right? Okay. You should choose to look at your successes. Focus on your successes. Build on what you know you already can do. Thank yourself and love yourself for the strength that you had and the good decisions that you made in the past and the successes that you've had. Okay? See what it is. Create that feeling in your body today about the successes. See all of the successes that you've had, and then see yourself as successful today, present, here and now. Because you've created so many successes in your past, that makes you a successful person. And if you're going to allow more success to come into your life, you need to now be looking at yourself as a successful person, because you want to create that vibe of success that attracts. Okay? And your future success will come from your feelings of success now in the present moment. Okay? It's just really amazing. A lot of it you feel is like a mind switch, but it's not a mind switch, and we're not making anything up here. We're not making anything up. What you're doing is you're looking from a different perspective. You're looking instead of to say, okay, how can I diagnose my failures and where I need to improve? What you're doing is you're focusing on, okay, where have I been successful? What happened there? What did I do well? How did I make those decisions? Okay, how they value me, how I stay in integrity. All of those things empower you and show you very clearly that you today are a successful person. Okay? So what I want you to do also is I want you to expand what your definition of success is. Okay? A lot of times people, when they look at success, they look at, you know, the people who are billionaires and created a lot of money and a lot of wealth in their lifetime, or have multinational corporations. Okay. That is successful. That is successful. But what you don't know is how they feel on the inside. Do they feel successful? Is it satisfying? Are they living in abundance? They might have a lot of material things, but how is their feeling? How is their life source? Okay, are they on their highest path? Are they living their dream? So what I want to suggest to you is that you expand your definition of success. And I want to suggest a few different things that you can think about of looking at your success and defining your success. You can define yourself your success by having the right amount of money right now, okay, for what you're doing, for what your needs are, for what you want to accomplish. You can be successful in transforming an old habit or a negative habit into a new behavior pattern. That's a success when you do that. Or when you release a fear that has been holding you back, that's a success. When you do things you love, you take the time and actually do things that you love to do, that is a success. When you develop and recognize your very unique special talents, that is a success. Or creating something when you need it, that is a success. Making a contribution to others is also a success. loving and respecting yourself and others is an absolute success. And growing and learning from all of your experiences is a success. So all of these things that I've mentioned now, you should actually pause the video if you're the training, if you are listening to it recorded, and you should write them down, okay? Because those are successes you have every day of your life. Absolutely every day of your life. Your days are filled with numerous successes. It's just unbelievable. And what happens is, excuse me, what happens is most people are focused on what didn't work, okay, where their faults are, what needs to be improved. And I'm saying stop doing that. That is not helping you. That is not serving you. Okay? You want to expand your successes. You want to take what you do well and do a lot of that. Okay? And generate a lot of successes, because success attracts success. Okay? I want you to be able to say to yourself loud and clear, I am a success. Let me hear you. Really, say it out loud right now. I am a success. Fantastic. Good for you. And that's what you should be saying every day. We'll talk about at the end of this training affirmations that can help you really say them and feel successful. Because the essence of success for most people is the feeling of self-love, self-esteem, and self-worth. And you can find that in so many things that you do during the day. So acknowledge all the successful things you are doing right now. The acknowledgement will make it easier to see for yourself what a success you are and how successful you can be in creating money in your life. Okay, success attracts success. It's a physical law of nature. Okay, another thing we can do, or you can do, in order to create an ability to feel the successes more in your life, create more success in your life, is first of all, what you can do is you can translate long-term goals to small measurable steps, to milestones, to smaller milestones. Okay, you can have a goal that, let's say you want to double your business in the next year. Okay, great goal. Okay, so instead of doubling your business in the next year, which is great, break it down into the small steps that you need to take in order to get there. And each small step that you achieve is a win, is a success, which you should celebrate. Okay, and when you reach that milestone, congratulate yourself on a job well done. And when you reach a milestone or a goal, you should reward yourself. You know, you should really be celebrating all of your successes. And successes are everything. Like I said, you have a lot of successes every single day. So celebrate them. Now, when you celebrate a success, I suggest that you do something called anchoring. It's not enough that you say, wow, to yourself, wow, I did a good job, but you say it to yourself. That's not celebrating, okay? Celebrating, when you celebrate, you need to do something physical with your body. That's called anchoring it. Do something where you can actually feel it or have a routine that embodies it, that success. For example, you can do yeah, or fantastic, or give somebody a high five every time you're successful. Okay, so when you anchor it into your body, yeah, great, I'm a success, woo, or yeah, there's all sorts of things that you can do to anchor that feeling of success in your body. Feel it. The more senses that get involved in celebrating, the more your subconscious will take that success and adopt it as its own. You will not just externally feel successful, also internally in your subconscious, you'll feel successful. And again, success creates and attracts more success. So celebrate every success, big or small. Appreciate how far you've come. Okay? Appreciate how far you've come. I want you to appreciate how far you've come, not just in the exercises that we've been doing today or from today on. You know, when you see your successes and you start to appreciate them, I want you to also think about your life. Okay, again, a lot of people, because for whatever reason life happens, maybe now you've just started your road to personal development and business development, and a lot of decisions were made because they were just convenient and there, and you took a more of a passive stance, which is changing today. But I want to assure you, okay, that everything that you have done in your life up till now was for your highest and greatest good. You really didn't make decisions that are going to hurt you, or at least intentionally hurt you. It could be that you made some decisions that didn't have the best results, but you really did the best that you can do. I truly believe that. Okay? So instead of coming from a place to beat yourself up and say, oh, I made this decision, I made that decision, and I ruined my life, and it was horrible, I want you to give yourself a break and understand that at the time when you made those decisions and things happened to you, you were really doing the best you could with the knowledge that you had, the circumstances that you were in. Okay? So don't beat yourself up. What you can do, and I think this is a wonderful exercise to do that'll actually turn your view on your past from that of not being great or not being successful to actually making it be successful. If you take all those incidents that you're not comfortable with, that you think that the wrong things happened, the results were not good, I want you to take them and look at them, instead of looking at them as failures, look at them as learning opportunities. Okay, what did you learn? Because that's why they were there. Okay, that is why they were there. They were there to help you learn something about yourself, about doing something, about your strength, or doing something differently. They were there. They were lessons every time you had done something in your past, and it's actually going to be in your future as well. It's a tool that you can carry with you all of your life. There are no failures. There are only learning experiences. But until now, you might not have been trying to learn from the experiences that were challenging to you. So now take a break. Stop. Think. Analyze some of the things that happened in your life in the past that you are not comfortable with the results, or you feel really bad about it, and think about, okay, it didn't happen the way I wanted it to happen, but what did I learn? Who did I become as a result? And inside of that learning experience, I am sure, I can guarantee you that there are lots of successes. Because it could be that something happened that was not ideal for you and you became a stronger person. Yeah, that's a success. Or you learned how to negotiate. Yeah, that's a success. Or you learned how to choose your friends. Woo! That's a success. Okay, so all of those learning opportunities that you had in the past, start evaluating and change your external and internal view of them. Okay, because you are a success throughout your whole life. You just weren't looking at it. Okay, so you were doing the best you could. And now, from what you learned, that brought you to the place you are today. Without being in all of those experiences in your past, you wouldn't be at the place you are today. You wouldn't be listening to this training on how to bring success into your life, how to generate money into your life, because this is actually bringing you forward. Okay, you wouldn't be here if you did not succeed in all the things that you succeeded into your life. Your life was perfect for you, and there was lots of learning going on, and lots of lessons, and lots of successes in those lessons, because you become a better person with each lesson that you had. Okay, so start looking at them and really analyze it and get into the nitty-gritty. Matter of fact, I'm going to invite you to write down here in the comments some results, who you have become due to some of the lessons that you've learned. Okay, because you have become a better person. So forgive yourself. Replace the thoughts about failures with thoughts about success. And as you forgive and love your past self, focusing all the time on the things you've succeeded, you're actually going to change the course of your future. Amazing. It is really amazing. And it's so true. Okay? So I wish you all to always see from the past what your successes are, and from today to the future what your successes are, and anchor it, celebrate all of your successes, okay? Because you are a successful person, and when you see that and feel that and internalize that success, then you actually are going to be allowing success and wealth and money to come into your life. So the affirmations I want to give you for today, okay, are: I always choose the path of the most light. I honor my integrity in all that I do. I am a success. I allow myself to feel successful. I congratulate myself often. I forgive myself, knowing that I did the best I knew how to do at the time. Okay, great affirmations every day. These are the affirmations for the rest of the week until our next lesson. I want to talk about a quality of abundance, quality of a behavior that you can adopt that is already, if you adopt this behavior, it is bringing abundance into your life. And that's the quality of doing your best instead of cutting corners. Okay? You don't need to go for the quick, fast, easy solution. You should really go for the best solution. What's best for you, what's best for your environment. Okay? Even if it takes time. Go do the best, and that is actually when are doing the best, you are living in the here and now an abundant life. And when you are living in your integrity and you're living abundance, then you are attracting abundance around you. Okay, so next week we are going to be talking about how to transform your beliefs. Okay, because it could be that you have limiting beliefs that are stopping, that are preventing the creation of money, wealth, success in your life. So I look forward to seeing you next week. I appreciate your comments below, your success stories, okay, the lessons learned. I'd like to see them down in the comments below. In the meantime, this is Mindy Stern here. I am dedicated to your personal, your business, and your financial empowerment. Have a good week.